Hello everyone, this is part 2 of the chapter Operating System and Graphical User Interface. In previous video, that means in part 1, you have learned about operating system, its need and its feature functions. In this video, we are going to learn about types of operating systems. So first of all, let us start with single user operating system. So as the name suggests, single user operating system is the operating system get handled by a single user. For example, MS-DOS, Windows 3.1, Windows 95, but these operating systems are not so popular because of its single user handling capability. Next is multi-user operating systems. Same as the name suggests, multi-user operating system is the type of operating system that is get handled by multiple user at the same time. For example, the operating system that we are using now, like Windows 7, Windows 8, okay, etc. Next is multi-processor operating systems. Now, these type of operating systems are get handled by multiple user at the same time. By using this capability, the several tasks by different processor can increase the system's performance. Next is multitasking operating system. It means it is a type of operating system which is capable of performing multiple tasks at the same time. Next is multiple threading operating system. Now these type of operating systems allow different part of software program to run simultaneously. Now the feature of the multi-threading can delay the execution response of the certain process. That means at the same time many processes are going on. So the effect is our system get delayed, or you can say slow down. Next is RTOS or real time operating systems. This type of operating system is used when the time span required to react to an input is rigid and time bound. That means work has to be done in this time only. Even microsecond of delay will cause the system to fail. These type of operating systems are basically used in air traffic controls, robots, weapon systems. Two types of RTOSs are there, that is hard real-time systems. These systems guarantee that critical tasks are completed in time. The next is soft real-time systems. These systems are less restrictive. For example, undersea exploration, planetary revolution, etc. Now, next operating system is distributed operating system. Now, distributed operating systems runs on a set of computers that are located in different geographical area. Now, interconnected by a network. It controls these interconnected systems and make them appear a single computer. Next topic is user interface. So first of all, let us learn what is interface. Interface is the point where two systems meet and interact with each other. Similarly, in computing, user interface refers to the hardware-software mechanism by which a user interacts with the computer to pass instruction to it. The operating system of a computer acts as an interface through which a user gives command or instruction to the computer and also receives messages from the computer. There are two types of user interface. One is CUI and second is GUI. The full form of CUI is Character User Interface. This interface requires the user to type commands in order to interact with the computer system. This type of interface is not a good choice for the beginners as they have to memorize a good range of different commands. That means a lot of commands are there in CUI that we have to memorize and it is very difficult. So it is not recommended for the beginners. Character user interface is also known as command line interface. For example, Unix and DOS. Next is GUI or graphical user interface. This interface is graphics based and interactive in nature. Different devices such as mouse, keyboard, etc. are used to interact with system. GUI is more user friendly as unlike CUI, and it does not require the user to memorize command. Instead of the user uses different menus and options to communicate with the system. One of the best example of GUI or graphical user interface is Windows operating system that we use now. It is very easy to handle Windows operating system. It is very easy to learn. Now we will discuss the advantage of GUI over CUI. As you can see in this image, the advantages of GUI over CUI, and also the difference between GUI and CUI is displayed here. Now you have to learn these topics very well. Okay, now practice for this well. We will meet in next video. Till then, thank you.